What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is your mad critic AR, and this is AR Movie Memos, and we are going to be doing a second review of Novocaine, but this is going to be a spoiler review. The last one we did was a non-spoiler review, and if you have not watched the movie yet, I wouldn't recommend watching this video. You can go and watch the non-spoiler review on the channel, but if you don't care and you want to be spoiled, then this is the video for you. Alright, so before I dive right into the spoilers, I just wanted to get my overall thoughts. I did, like I said earlier, I did a non-spoiler review, which is on the channel, which you can go and watch, but I enjoyed the film. I really enjoyed the two main leads with Jack Quaid, Amber Midthunder's character of Nathan and Sherry. I enjoyed the violence, the set pieces that they had for that, and the comedy in the film. Like I said, overall, like the film. The only real issues I had was with the twist that was kind of given away early in the film, and just with the antagonist of the film itself. But other than that, like I said, I enjoyed the film. But now let's dive right into the spoilers. Okay, finally, you guys are probably like, oh, can we get into the spoiler portion? That's what I'm about to do right now. So one of the things I really enjoyed, and I couldn't talk about, like I said, because of the non-spoiler review, but I enjoyed the dynamic and the chemistry of our two main leads of Jack Quaid and Amber Midthunder, of Nathan and Sherry. I really enjoyed the dinner table restaurant scene when they kind of had their first date, and just kind of seeing the fear and the anxiety that Jack's character Nathan was going through, and how Sherry, kind of like just kind of, just told him just to calm down, to be himself, and just seeing that dynamic of how they were playing off of each other. And then later on, when they were at the bar, and him building up his confidence, and kind of seeing him get to his low point when he ran into one of his old classmates, and it just, like I said, just seeing how they played off of each other, I thought they were great. And now for the big plot twist. So in the film, Sherry gets kidnapped by the bank robbers at the bank that her and Nathan works at. And then you find out that she was involved in the whole thing. They orchestrated this whole plan so she would meet Nathan and, basically get into a romantic relationship with him, just so she can get the code. But she never got the code, and you fast forward, and next thing, like I said, I find out that she's a part of the whole thing, with Simon, who was played by Ray Nicholson. He was the leader of their little bank robbery group. And I was just like, are you serious? And I was like, man, like, this is a nice little twist. I just kind of wish that it happened more towards the end of the film, because I think that would have been like a really cool plot twist and kind of a big payoff, especially because you see Nathan's character, he finally builds the confidence and he has and like he feels like he has a great future in a relationship with this young woman that he's met, and then he's gotten to the point where he's going all across the city trying to find her, locate her, and just going through all these hoops and ladders just to find her. And like I said, I thought the plot twist was it was a cool little twist. Just kind of wish that it happened more towards the end. Then kind of like you probably find out maybe like 20 minutes after everything that has happened. But yeah, like I said, just wish it happened more at the end instead of earlier in the film. Time out. Stop for a second. I just want to say thank you guys for listening to this review so far. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope you guys are enjoying this content that I am giving you guys. If you guys enjoy the review, please go to the page, subscribe, hit the like button, and let's get back to this review. And speaking of Ray Nicholson's character, he played Simon, the leader of the bank robbers. I just thought he was generic. I thought he was psychotic for just no apparent reason. He was just unhinged, and because I was just kind of thinking like, man, like y'all could get away with all of this and everything would run a little bit more smoothly, but you're the loose cannon of the group. But that's just, how the writers wrote him. And as the movie went on, he was more villainous and more menacing, compared to when you first see him in the movie with him being unhinged. But then you see him really as a loose cannon towards the film, especially when he broke Nathan's arm, and that was a real gruesome scene. But then, but he got his comeuppance, because he got killed, towards the end by Nathan with the bone from his forearm, which he broke, and I was just like, ugh. But other than, yeah, that's, pretty much how I felt about his character. I mean, generic and a little predictable, but, it was, fine for, I guess, the role that he was trying to portray. Now, another reason why I wanted to do the spoiler review was to just kind of touch upon these side characters that was in the movie. Jacob Babylon's character, Roscoe, he is Nathan's online buddy, and I guess you'll say his best friend, because you find out that that's really his only friend, and you see just like the dynamic of how their relationship was in the movie, and it got to the point where Nathan needed help, and he was the only person that he could call upon. But the funny thing was that they never met each other. They never knew each other outside from just doing online gaming. So, when Roscoe and Nathan meet, it is comedic, it is funny, especially, because he saves them. But just seeing how, I guess, Nathan assumed how he described himself and how he portrayed himself online versus seeing him in person, it was a nice little gag. But he pretty much just felt like, I guess, kind of like the same character I always normally see him in, especially kind of like that just sidekick buddy type of role that he's always in, especially, seeing him in the Spider-Man films. But other than that, I mean, I thought it was a cool character. He's kind of annoying towards the end, especially when he was trying to help out the officers and all the stuff towards the climax of the film. Now, the main thing, because what the whole premise of the film is about with Nathan's character, who has CIP, which basically makes him not able to feel any pain whatsoever. So you have these creative situations that he's in where basically he can endure all this punishment physically, and you have the kitchen scene when he fights one of the bank robbers, which you find out is one of the brothers out of the 3, 4, if you want to Sherry's character, but then you have the tattoo shop apartment scene. You have the I call the Home Alone scene with all the antics and everything that goes on around there. And at the end, with the climax scene, the ambulance chase, which leads into the docks where Nathan gets his arm broke. Now, I thought overall the creativity and the sequences that they did were head-turning, gut-wrenching, and silly on a comedy aspect. I'd probably say my favorite, if I had to have one, would probably be the tattoo shop scene, especially when the glass breaks and he puts a glass in his hands, and he uses it to hit this guy that he's fighting. And watching it in the theaters, I was just like, oh my god, my hands hurt. But overall, like I said, I thought it was very creative between all of the scenes with him going through all the punishment that he's going through, especially when you're like, oh man, he's doing all this, to go after, the quote-unquote love of his life, and next thing you find out, with the plot twist, you're like, man, he putting his body through all this, and he don't even know, that she's in on it. So that was, because I was always just thinking in the theater, like, man, that's going to be kind of interesting, like once it gets to that point and he finds out, especially, like I said, all the punishment and all the stuff that he is enduring throughout the film. And then, even after everything, he's in the body cast, and they give a rundown of all the bones he broke, and he had a heart attack and all these things, and you like, man, like, he survived all of this. Like, it is a miracle. And I was thinking, like, I wonder if they're gonna have a sequel to this, just to see the more crazy antics and stuff that Nathan will go through. And once again, thank you guys for listening to the spoiler review of Novocaine. Like I said before, earlier in the video, if you guys like the content, hit the like button, subscribe to the page, and I would love to get you guys support for the channel for it to grow and see what we can do within the near future. Thank you guys, and have a good one.